pardon me if I messed this up. I just had an idea just now. And it goes like, in my living room watching, but I am not laughing. So when it gets tense, I know what might happen. The world is bold, the world is cold, the bold men take action. Have to react to get blown into fractions. 10 years old, there's something to see. Another kid my age struck under a Jeep. Taken and bound and found later under a tree. I wonder if he thought the next one could be me. Do you see? Soldiers are out today. Rush to dust with bulletproof vests away. It's ironic. In times like this you pray, but a bomb blew the mosque up yesterday. There's bombs on the buses, bikes, roads, inside your markets, your shops, your clothes. My dad, he's got a lot of fear, I know, and enough pride inside not to let that show. My brother had a book he would hold with pride, a little red cover with a broken spine on the back. He handwrote a quote inside.
The rich wage wars, the poor who die.
And meanwhile, the leader just talks away, stuttering and mumbling for nightly news to replay, and the rest of the world watching at the end of the day.
In the living room laughing like, what did he say?
I decided to mess around with things a little bit for you guys tonight. It just feels like one of those nights where things are weird anyway. So we put a little bit of a different thing together for you tonight. And honestly, I haven't been looking at social media this evening. I put my phone down and I haven't been looking at anything, so. And I actually sometimes, maybe this isn't the right day for you guys to do that, but some days that's the like healthy thing to do. Because it's gonna be there tomorrow, right? You guys already voted, so.
Fuck Trump! Yeah!
So do you mind if we make a little noise for Chester? The last show we did together, Chester, some of you guys know this, there was an attack at the Manchester Arena. And we were, I believe how it worked is like, they had just, like we were actually unsure if our show was gonna be able to go on and all this, and it was, I mean, you know, it was crazy. But when we did play in England, he jumped in and like kind of got on the mic in the middle of the show, and whenever that happened, like sometimes there was a chance he like was so passionate, and sometimes he didn't like to like think out the stuff he was gonna say, so sometimes the stuff he'd say it, and then he'd be so passionate about it, and then he'd listen to it back later with me and some of the guys and be like, oh man, like, I said some crazy shit that time. and so there was always this chance that he was gonna say something that like later he or one of us would be like kind of regret. And then there were other times like this one where it was just perfect. He just said exactly what he wanted to say. And the message was simple. It was basically like, life is hard enough, and we're not all as different as we sometimes think. And he asked, am I remembering this right? He asked the crowd to like turn to one another and say "I love you" or something. Yeah. I think that was kind of the thing. I'm not gonna ask you guys to do that tonight. It's a little early. I think it's a little early in the evening. Unless you already do know that you love one another. But I do want to say that though. I do want to say that on a day like today, at a time like now, because I think that so many of us go into conversations about things like politics, things like religion, and stuff that means a lot to all of us, and especially in the, really what can be sometimes poisonous world of social media and our connections with behind screens and not with faces, that we forget to be human to one another, and we forget to just give people, just listen a little bit more and give people a little bit of the benefit of the doubt before jumping straight in to go to war. So I think the word that I'm looking for, I think the word is civility. Whatever happens tonight, whatever happens tomorrow, I'm asking you guys, if you want to make, I'm not even going to speak for Chester, if you want to make me proud, I want you guys to go into this week with the word civility on your mind. And I want you to be kind to others, and especially be kind to yourself. If you find that something is a little much for you, then leave it alone. Take some time off from it, like I took time off from social media. On that note, really quick, since I did mention social media, I just want to say thank you. Part of the reason I'm here, part of the reason for this tour, is to say thank you in person for all of you guys who've supported me and the band in this year. Especially, you've seen it on social media, so like you guys did tributes, you did murals, you did vigils, you did all these cool things, and you sent messages of support and love to us and the band. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. It helped me keep going. And so I just wanted to come and do this show, this tour, and say thank you. Social media is not always a bad thing. Sometimes we spread some love like that, and it actually makes a difference. So I appreciate that. This song, as you guys know, I've always asked you to sing Chester's part when I do this song. Tonight is no different. Please, as we do this, you sing his part, I'm gonna do mine. You ready? Yeah! Here we go.
It starts with
one thing, I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time.
all I know.
Time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's
So unreal.
didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on and didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch
you go.
I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
One thing, I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I
tried so hard.
In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me. I'm surprised that it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. what it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.